I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientist flow.
Bang, bang, pew, pew. Hello, folks.
Pew, pew.
Hello, yes, pew, pew. Bang, bang. Oh, no, duck. Run for cover.
Shut me down, bang, bang.
It's the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. Gasp. Collectively.
Gasp.
Audience. Plot twist. Oh, my God. There's 3 of them, not 2. What do we do? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 198. Ah, man.
Oh, William Shatner ass.
Yes, 198 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. Jared, say hello. There's that famous thumb of his. And our good friend Cheeto has returned to the show with his gang signs that he's throwing up.
Wow, that's what I'm doing.
On the microphone, people were just listening. That was him smacking his own ass.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's what we got.
that is his reintroduction to the show. We like to take risks here, and sometimes it involves cheeks. What is it? Hoochie cheeks and booty freaks? Or wait, I said it all. I butchered it. Butchered it.
God.
If you were a scientist, you would have got blown the fuck up.
Yeah, dude, I'd have no eyebrows or, skin, chemical burns and all sorts of stuff. I'd be like Victor Freeze, also known as Mr. Freeze. But he was actually a very broken-hearted man. It's actually kind of a sad story. The reason I bring that up is because the animated
you
series.
want to start it off fucking with that right away? Like, really? Is that where we're going right now?
Well, we gotta.
What? No, I didn't even.
I rather-
well, yeah.
I rather-
I was just kind of going with whatever came to my
I
mind.
was just gonna start with booty cheeks and hoochie freaks.
There you
but
go. I mean,
that's
okay.
what we gonna.
Let's start there, because
Hey.
you feel like you're going straight into what you were about to go into is a little rough.
Well, no. I've just.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Say what you're
I
going to say.
was just going to say the Batman animated series is 31 years old as of a few
Oh,
days
that's
ago.
not what I was going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's all I was going to say. And
Wait-
it's just-
Wait a
So
minute.
you don't know that.
Which
Don't know any-
animated series?
Oh, yeah, no, you sent me
The
something.
real, no, I didn't. Well, yeah, I did send you something.
But if you're referring to that, then I was going to talk about it later.
Well, yeah, but, okay. I guess my point is, there's no point in bringing that entire, because that was, it's the same thing.
That's true, but I forgot about what you sent me until you just said, hey, don't talk about it.
No, you can
Because-
talk about it now. You're here. You brought it up.
I guess I did. I don't know. Now I don't want it. I don't know. It's bad. So,
Just get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off.
ripping the Band-Aid off. Jared sent me something earlier this week, and I saw something a few weeks ago, and I thought it was a joke.
It wasn't a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
It was
well,
recently.
I understand that. I saw something a few weeks ago that said the same thing. It was like a little headline thing.
Oh.
There wasn't like an article on it. But the Joker 2, the sequel to Joker with Joaquin Phoenix.
No, that's not what I was going to say. Keep going.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck
Keep
Jared's
going.
talking about. It's supposed to be a musical.
Oh, yeah, I
And-
did hear that shit.
Yeah, and I don't
what?
know.
Yeah, they're I don't know if it's a full-blown musical, but
They're
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 gonna
gonna-
be singing and shit.
In the second iteration of the Joker, that was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
guess where they're going with it is like I think we can put it in to add some kind of effect of his
I was thinking the
him
same
going
thing.
crazy.
I was thinking the same thing. My thing is, I feel like they're giving Lady Gaga a little too much freedom with this, just because she can sing and like, oh, let's fucking have her sing. So I don't know. I'm not even a huge fan of Lady Gaga. I don't care if you fucking like her or not. She's like mid to me. But yeah,
I enjoyed, her like a good number of her songs and the way she came out, and it was like, what are you doing, lady? But you know what? I think it's working. And people liked her songs. And, Poker Face, I'm like,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
But I don't
Yeah.
don't ruin my fucking favorite superhero series
Mm.
because you want to fucking sing and dance on screen. Like what?
No, she didn't ruin it. DC will ruin it all on their
Well, this
own.
ain't this is DC, but this is not the same people who like. This is like the ones who did the original, the one with Joaquin Phoenix.
They did a good job. The first one
No,
did a
that-
great
yeah.
job.
But there was no singing and dancing shit.
Yeah, there wasn't any
No,
Broadway musical.
It was just him coming down the stairs in a dancing like act formation But was there music there? I can't remember.
I think you're
Was there
thinking
music?
about two different things. No, it was just him in his own head.
Yeah.
I mean, there might have been some music, but this is like they're saying this shit's about to be fucking straight up musical.
Hello, my
Like
lady.
Disney
Hello,
shit.
my darling.
Okay, no.
Hello, my ragtime
Well,
gal.
There was an anime. I know y'all don't follow anime like I do, but there was an anime, One Piece. There is
Oh, here we go.
Red. So the live action version, they probably not gonna put
It's
any
on
music
TV. It's on TV.
But the film Red had, I thought it was gonna be action and try to uncover different story plots. But once they start going into like scene 1, scene 2, then it just turned until I'm like, what the hell are we going? I'm like, every other big action or piece of certain people's memories went into a music selection. I'm like, gosh damn, this is a musical. And I'm like, what has Disney done to the world
I don't do
that
well,
everything has to be a musical?
I don't do musicals. There's only 2 musicals that I fuck with. That's
which one?
West Side Story
Okay.
and Wizard of Oz. That's it.
What about The Sound of Music?
Oh, I'll give you the Sound of Music. So 3.
Okay.
And the Wiz, I'll put the Wiz in there. But the Wiz is just like I don't want to say a parody, but like a different version of Wizard of Oz.
Got you. Well, the Wiz was good.
I like the Wiz.
Yeah, the Wiz was good.
Nah.
And you said what was the other one?
West Side Story.
West Side Story. Got you.
Yeah, those are only one. I can't do musicals.
No, I can't.
I can't even, it's hard for me to do musical biopics. Like people, when I used to work at Howard, like obviously Howard's an HBCU, historically black college for anybody who doesn't know. We used to do these games like, what blah blah blah. Have you seen that? And like people or like, what movies have you not seen that everybody else has seen? And I'd be like, Ray. I'm like, everybody's like, what? Oh damn, we're doing the resubscribe. I don't know, what's that? 10? Oh yeah, 10 gift of subs from Epic. Shout out to Epic.
Thank you, buddy.
Also, Londa's in the building. Haven't seen you in a couple weeks, buddy.
Shout out to Londa. What's up, man?
And Hollywood is in here too.
Hollywood.
Well, he's not talking. He just probably came by.
Hollywood.
He said, "Take that, advertisements."
Yeah, there you go.
Shit.
There we go. Sound to
Shit.
our ears.
So I forgot what I was saying. So I would say I have never seen Ray. Still to this day, have never seen Ray. I'm just not into biopic, like musical biopics.
Gotcha.
Like
Gotcha,
the Elvis one. The Elvis one looked interesting.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to see it.
I think I'm gonna agree with Jared on this. Some of these films, even if they're like technically like really really good, just overall, it doesn't excite me, to say the least. Like it just doesn't do anything for me. I'm not a musical guy either, and with Jared's top 3, I would have to say probably the same thing. But I wouldn't even, if somebody came up and asked me what my top 3 were, I guess I would say the same thing, but I would basically be like, I don't know. I don't really
Probably,
care.
yeah. I wouldn't. And the only reason I know any is because, like, in school doing music class, they kind of made you study some of those.
Yeah.
And then I did theater too for a few years. So, I mean, that ends up sometimes being more, like Shakespeare type stuff.
Yeah.
But at the lower level, then you get into like Fiddler on the Roof and stuff, which I do like Fiddler on the Roof. But only because I studied it because I had to.
All right.
But I'm not gonna sit there and listen to. I forgot the lyrics of this guy just singing like literally across the roofs. You know what I'm saying?
I think my top 3 be slightly different though.
What would yours be?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Is
Or I
that
think
really
it's
a musical?
Not, there's Charlie. I think it's Charlie. No, it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Because
There's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
then there's Willy Wonka
then
and the
there's
Chocolate.
Wonka and the
Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, that's
So-
the Johnny Depp one.
So
The first one, Charlie
I think it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
It's the original one with
Gene Wilder.
with Gene Wilder. So
Yeah.
the reason why I would put that in the musical category is because there are scenes where there are more musical like songs than there is the rest of the story. There's a lot of songs in there.
I kind of agree, but then at the same time, I don't agree. Only because that one, it worked it into the story where you weren't taken away from the entire. You weren't taken away from the story. It added to the story. some of these musicals, it's just like, oh, we're just breaking out into fucking musical numbers all of a sudden.
Just
like,
because.
Yeah, like, nah, I'm good.
Here's my grocery bag. And it's got like
Wow.
apples.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, it's like, wait, hold on. I didn't know what the fuck this guy was doing
I've
over
got
here.
tomatoes, potatoes, and ham.
Yeah, there you go, dude.
Oh, God.
Here's my coupon
What
for
a-
this cheese. Yeah, like, dude.
Gosh damn it. What about Fantasia? Would that be considered a musical?
I don't remember what that's considered. I
'Cause
think
there's
it is considered a musical,
musical.
but it's all music
Yes.
and animation. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's different than a bunch of people just having dialogue and then breaking out into song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I can't really name. Well, in that case, then my category for musicals would be probably at a number 0. Then,
yeah, there's not a lot.
because there's some that I'm like, there's a lot of songs in here, but it's not a music. Well, I don't think it's not considered a musical, even though there's a lot of musical numbers in it.
Like what?
No, like I said, like the first two I just told you, like Fantasia.
Well, Fantasia, there's
and-
no lyrics at all in that.
No, but there's orchestra of
Yeah,
notes and
that's why I give that a pass, only because it was more about the artwork and telling the story with the art, the music telling the story with the artwork, as opposed to people acting. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense when I say
No,
that.
I know what you're. It's like the music is bringing the art to life.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
So there's.
but it boosts both categories,
yeah.
because without the score of the music, the art wouldn't
It wouldn't
be
alive.
more as impactful.
Yeah, if you try to watch Fantasia without music,
You're like,
what the fuck is going on?
Are you
Now, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you this. Growing up, like Fantasia, everybody was talking about all the Disney movies before they fucking ruined it with all this live action shit. The Disney movies from the beginning, they were cool. Yeah, there were musicals, but as a kid, I don't really think I noticed it as much. There was still more dialogue, and again, it was about the artwork and the time it took to fucking create that shit. Or they used to draw that shit frame by frame.
Yeah, I know.
On
It's,
cellophane and paint that shit.
dude,
That shit was crazy, dude.
it's kind of crazy how far animation has come, and just in terms of like
Yeah, now
developing-
computers do everything.
Yeah, it's quite fascinating. But yeah, you're right. Back in the day, they did it literally frame by frame, hand drawn. All talk about talent, man. Like,
hey,
seriously.
talk about some hell of a carpal syndrome. Like,
Yeah, you got to think like
kinda-
they probably have all sorts of callus around on the sides of their fingers from holding pins and
Or-
all sorts of shit.
they're always throwing the middle finger at you. You're like, man, what's going on? Oh, it's stuck like that.
I
Oh,
work for
man.
Disney. I work for Disney. Here, kids, come see our film.
Like, whoa,
Come see our film. You know.
I saw a documentary on how they made them a while ago. I don't remember any details, but I just remember seeing like the different pieces of cellophane, and then they had to go in and paint the stuff, and it was different back then, man.
That's pretty fascinating shit.
Oh, he's drinking Epic. He's drinking Kesslers and soda,
Of course.
or soda and Kesslers.
Yep. Just got to make sure that we're good to go.
You all right?
Good.
I think
Your
we
team's
are.
gonna lose anyway, so it doesn't
Nah,
matter.
not even.
Ah, sir.
Oh, man.
I-
I'm excited, though. I'm excited to go. I'm excited to go.
All right. Well, hey.
The weather is going to be pleasant. You know.
Now, what I was gonna say before you get back, because we're not. I don't want to.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to talk about my football.
Because you could talk about it next week when it happens.
Yeah, of course.
Matter of fact, I didn't even know there was a game this Thursday when I went to Shooter to do the comedy shit. And Paul was like, "There's comedy tonight." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, wow, we do this. He was like, "Yeah, there's the first game of the season." I'm like, "I didn't know. I couldn't, nor did I care." You know what I'm saying?
It was a good game.
But I was gonna say with the Batman animated series, I sent you a thing. The lady who played the voice of Harley Quinn.
Oh, yes.
passed
That.
away.
Yeah, no, that. I do. I do
The
know
original voice of Harley
Oh,
Quinn.
goddamn.
Because the animated series, why it's so significant for people who don't know out there, Batman the animated series, they used to come on TV, which the guy who played Batman, I remember his name.
that. Yeah, Robert Conway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He passed earlier this year also, but in this series, this is where in the entire Batman universe that Harley Quinn ever appeared. So it was very significant for her to be the voice of that person, and now she's pass.
I see. I didn't realize her first appearance was actually in that show. I just figured,
100%.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
just
people
figured
think
throughout-
she's been around forever. No, she came out in
Mr.
that shit.
J.
Mr. J.
Yeah,
exactly.
no. But just with all the, the different comics and universes, I would think at some point,
Should put that as a sound on here
yeah,
for me.
yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Mr. J.
You're like,
But and I guess while I was kind of reading over the whole birthday anniversary / news, I read a couple comments and somebody had mentioned that and we've talked about it before, but Robert Conway and Mark Hamill as Batman and Joker, they're like the perfect pair
Yeah.
for. It
No,
doesn't. It's like
all
the
three
best.
of them were the
Yeah.
best of all time, and no, Mark Hamill's still here, so let's
Yeah.
not wish that on
No,
him.
no, not at all.
Uh,
Bom, 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 bom.
And as a matter of fact, he was just in the movie this past year, but it was done 2 years ago. But that we saw
And whatnot, but they're
and
like
whatnot.
the,
But he missed a whole cue.
Yeah,
Yeah, remember the movie we went to see with
Yeah, The
Mark
Machine.
Hamill in it? Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
There
Bert
you go.
Kreischer. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
Or he fucking punched him and his hand went in his throat. He's like, ah! Dude, that movie was kind of like, thinking about it now. Movie's just
I need to watch it again just to find the funny parts again.
Dude, yeah, that movie was something else. It's not every day you get a movie like that's made, so
Yeah,
it's just different.
that's why I felt it was important for us to go see it.
No, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
It was just
What was the
different.
movie?
The machine.
with Bert Kreischer. It's based on the story that he tells on stage that actually made him famous. Or not famous, but where he blew up from. It's called The Machine because it talks about when I was 20 or 23 years old. I robbed a train with a Russian mafia. That's how it starts out. And then it goes
gotcha.
into the whole thing. So this is based off of that story from years ago and its continuation into today. So it's a pretty funny movie.
I liked it a lot.
Mm.
I thought it was good.
Phobia, what up?
Phobia. Oh man, it's Phobe.
Cheeto, apparently you have a great porn stash.
Well, I gotta.
it is nice. It is nice. It
Well-
does give. If it was like no, I guess no homo. If it was like a little thicker and bushier, then it would be like the ultimate porn stash.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, is
That's
that
we're
what
doing
you're?
right now.
I mean, we're.
I
Getting,
mean, if if
you got to do it for Halloween.
if I gotta get mustache rides, I gotta make sure I have a mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck?
So we need it to be thick and bushy, folks.
Gosh
All
damn.
right? I'm just letting people know if you're
That's
gonna
what
do it,
we're
you're
doing.
gonna do it the right way.
That's what
Thick
we're
and
doing.
bushy. All right.
Gotta put your face in something.
Yeah, exactly. Not always pillows, folks.
Right.
But
What the fuck? This gets worse.
Whoa.
Every word that comes out of RJ's mouth, it gets worse.
Sir, like, what are we doing?
I'm destroying the podcast from the inside out.
No,
Oh,
you're destroying
man.
your own self from the inside out.
It
God,
is
sir.
collapsing from within. No, but it is very nice. And so, Phobia, thank you for commenting on Cheeto's stash. He does appreciate it, don't you, Cheeto?
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
I see my
Oh,
my
man.
little my outlines of the letters are working now, so you can kind of see the text a little better.
Ooh. So did you update the chat, I guess?
No, RJ, I just left it as it was, and now you can read it perfectly clear.
Okay, I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
You don't need to be mean all the time, Jared.
I'm not being mean. I'm just stating facts.
Good Lord, we have a guest in the house. Y'all later.
Just stating facts.
Yeah,
just-
y'all later.
It's just the facts, Jim.
Well,
Just the
shit.
facts.
Cheeto, what's been going on, man? It's been a while since you've been over here. What you been up to? What you been watching?
Oh, well, sir. There's a lot of good stuff that I've been
Oh,
watching.
yeah, no. And,
So,
pick
I'm
up
Really,
points.
because with this writer strike, ain't shit fucking coming out.
I'm gonna start with the one I recently watched,
That's fine.
which was the was animated, now live action One Piece.
Mhm.
That's
you
what
already, you already
that's-
talked about it.
Then, sir, the Ahsoka series. I watched that 1 to 4,
Yeah.
and we're doing okay.
Yeah,
we're
no,
doing
I'm-
way okay. We're
Yeah.
doing good.
Yeah.
I'm like, this what
Yeah.
I can't
Well-
say, but right now I'm anticipating the next episode.
Yeah,
That's what I'm-
I am very
I-
much
it's-
anticipating this next
Oh,
episode
I,
as well.
I figured out they come out Tuesday at 9 p.m.
Tuesday, 9 p.m. All right.
Yeah,
Tuesday, 9 p.m.
Yeah, 9 p.m. and then 12. So it's basically a day early from the other ones.
Gotcha,
So wait,
gotcha,
hold
yeah.
on. So this, One Piece show. I've been seeing it. I don't want to.
Don't
Obviously,
wanna-
it's something that
Go
hurts
ahead.
Jared. I
No,
don't know
it doesn't
much
hurt
about-
me. I just don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing too. I don't know much. So it's based off of an anime.
It is. Manga,
Okay.
anime,
Yeah.
anime, and then they made the live action series. Now, the manga stretches all the way to 1,000+ chapters, and the animated series does the same thing.
Okay.
But the creator made movies to shorten up that 1,000-page chapter stretch
Yeah.
and episodes down to condense them. Certain arcs have their own movie set, so you don't have to watch 1,000. You can kind of catch up, but it's kind of good to know what's the in between because they skip over some content that's important, and some of that content actually helps the character develop and helps the story develop, and you know why they're going to a certain place, and it's just not cutting through like, why are they doing that again? And the characters, their character development is important because how they go to make the event, go to want to be on a crew or to be the Straw Hat and I want to live my dream. I want to live my dream plus be on your crew, and I know we can make our dreams come true.
Yeah.
And you have to see all that, and that's what ties you into the story because you want to see everybody make their dream come true.
All right.
Versus, oh, I hope they die.
So what is the premise of this show?
I want to know why is it called One Piece? Because One Piece to me is I hit somebody and they knock the fuck out.
So that's one thing it could be, right?
Oh, okay.
So,
Can you do
no.
me a favor? Slide the chair closer because
You can't see me? This way?
No, just closer to the table.
All right.
Because
I'm too far.
yeah, Dan was. Yeah,
How we doing? We good here?
yeah, that's better. You don't have to be up. Yeah, you can still. Yeah, just get comfortable. But Dan had his fucking cast, so he had to have his leg out.
Ah,
so that's
gotcha,
why he was
gotcha,
way
gotcha.
back.
Dan in his boot.
All that boot.
It's just gonna make it harder for me to take a picture of you way the fuck back there.
Dude, yeah, all
so-
that boot just swinging it
So
around.
the One Piece is something that the former king of the pirates stated as a goal for every pirate and new pirate of the next generation to go for because he left it at an island. And they were like, we got to find this island. We got to find his treasure that he left because he was the former king of pirates. So whatever it is, it has to be great.
Mm.
And their imagination went wild, and they all the pirates are going after it. Not just everybody's going after it, and everybody wants to be the pirate king because no one has claimed the title since the first king got he got executed.
So it's like group Afro Samurai.
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Afro
Yeah,
Samurai
yeah.
is dope.
Because
somebody trying to be
the number one,
Yeah,
the number
yeah.
one headband.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, y'all have.
I smell coffee.
What? I
You
ain't
don't smell coffee?
I ain't got no coffee.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Man,
Well,
I'm tripping.
that-
Go, keep going. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, sir,
I'm
coffee.
smelling coffee.
Well, it's like everybody's a pirate. Everybody wants to get to the island where once you get the treasure, you're supposed to be claim or you're supposed to get the title as the king of the pirates.
Yeah.
Which anybody, honestly, if you have a strong crew, you can be the king of the pirates. But they think if you get the One Piece, you get the title.
okay. And nobody knows what this is. Like
They
this
don't
or
know
that.
what it is, and through the years, people have theorized. No one actually knows what the One Piece actually is. The artist, the actual creator, through every chapter, every dialogue he had with the fans, he does not hint on what it actually is.
How long has this anime been around?
Oh shit! Since I was a kid, we're talking like
Whoa.
damn near.
Whoa.
I
that's
never
gotta-
heard of it.
We're
Yeah, that's crazy that
we're-
I've never heard of this.
we're talking like 30 years, sir.
And nobody still knows what this One Piece
Well,
is.
nobody here.
No.
Well, it's
Well, somebody has to know what it is.
there is theories where it could be certain things, but right now it's no one knows.
I'm kind of intrigued by this, but damn, I've never heard of this. And if that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I
'cause-
feel like I'll ruin it if I watch the live action now and not know what the fuck the actual thing is.
There's
I mean, not know what the actual thing, but know what it like. the history of it. I guess I don't know.
Oh, the start from the beginning. So like Netflix does have the. I don't think they have all the chapters,
but it has some.
All the way up to. They don't have them all yet, but they have a good bunch of it. So if you can't sleep at night and you're an insomniac and you want to start episode 1, season 1, have at it. And there's so many good arcs there.
I didn't get through Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I was enjoying it.
Wait a minute, live action? What are we doing?
No,
the animated, right?
The animated.
Yeah,
somebody, my old coworkers, because they were both into anime, and they were like, I was like, if I wanted to get into anime, what do you suggest that I watch? And they were varying age. One's a little older than the other one, but they were like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I watched it. I did like it, but I just couldn't. It wasn't something I could continue just because I probably got distracted by something else or whatever. But I did enjoy it, and I kind of got into the story a little bit. It was cool. It's just anime doesn't keep me involved for some reason. Like I feel like story arcs go way too far, and I'm like, what the fuck was going on? Why are we over here now when we're supposed to be here? And it's just not a continuous line that I can follow, if that makes sense.
Okay. So there is as depending on the artist or the company that does the animation and trying to keep the story fluent with the art and trying to depict and give the story at the same time. So the fans out there, if they're just watching the animation like from episode 1, if I'm not intrigued to watch the next episode, I'm done with the series.
That's me. That's how I am.
And that's what any series that's just.
But there's motherfuckers that fucking love everything, and I'm like, bro, you can't. Like, it's impossible for you to just be in love with every fucking anime out there.
That's impossible.
Epic makes a good point. He said Naruto was good. There's tons of filler episodes per usual with anime.
True.
And I think that's
True,
what,
Epic. True.
I think that's what it is for me. It's like I get through here, and now we're doing some other shit that. What the fuck are we talking about?
Doesn't
Right?
pertain
and
to
you
the
know what?
story arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Dragon
Ball Z is like that.
They
in some
had some
areas.
fillers in
That's
Dragon.
why I couldn't get into
They
it.
had some fillers in Dragon Ball Z too. That's why they had to cut and they had to redo it and cut some of those fillers. Same with One Piece. That's why he made movies because the fillers were taking up so much.
Yeah.
And Naruto, the Naruto
1,000
fillers,
is crazy.
so you had to shorten it and compress it because you're like, dude, if you're into it, you don't mind the fillers. But if not, you like, where's the story at? Because you're jumping from different arcs. And I'm like, how's that tie into the canon episodes? And you're like, wait a minute, where are we at?
I think with anime, just knowing Japanese culture and kind of seeing the stuff, a lot of they actually have schools that you have to get into to be a part of that. I don't know if they call them art schools or anime schools or whatever, but you have to like basically test, and you got to know how to do your voices. You got to know how to do your drawings, like all that shit, because that's how serious they take it. It's
They
like,
take it serious.
I mean, Japanese people take a lot of shit serious, but it's almost like the same culture of the samurai. It's like everything is about discipline, and it has to be this way, this way. So I think once you get to that level where you passed and people are noticing your shit, like it's just you're there trying to get the art out, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just me just spitballing
But
off the top of my head.
and it's like anything. If you take your craft seriously, you want to be recognized that you are a key player in your field.
Mhm.
Like being like telling jokes, being a comedian. It's not just about jokes.
No.
It's the delivery, it's the stage presence, it's getting everybody
Timing.
involved, timing and everything else.
Yeah.
But you can have pieces, but to develop the whole thing, it takes time.
Oh yeah.
And if you're serious and people see you serious, you're like, I need that person right there.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring what I need to the table and bring it to the future, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would have put you on some that you could like understand, something with more action, that's more that's closer to
I just think at this point,
live action than anything else.
at this point, these days, there's not a lot of animation that I can really get through.
Okay.
Because one of my favorite animations or cartoons, I don't want to call that a cartoon. Venture Brothers, they just came out with a movie recently, like maybe a month ago, and I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it, but YouTube, they had on the cartoon or Adult Swim channel for YouTube, they were playing the stuff over and over. And then I started to realize, I was like, oh, they're just playing like 3 or 4 episodes over and over again. It's not all the episodes. So I was like, all right. Now, I could get through that.
Okay.
But with Venture Brothers, you got to pay attention because some of the jokes are so subtle and so quick, you'll miss that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I actually have to pay attention to this shit to fucking laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I can't just mindlessly look at it and be like, oh, I'm entertained. You know, you have to actually use it.
But I do like, I remember watching Venture Brothers on Adult Swim and thinking to myself, like, dude, like, what the hell is happening to these kids? I swear they're dying like every episode.
So Epic, I think what's happening is I think RJ is just thinking about tomorrow or something. Something's happening because
No, I'm just listening. You
no,
guys are having
he said you finally found some that RJ doesn't know anything about because
Yeah,
he's finally quiet for once.
Yeah, no, I'm listening. I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like, you know, that's why we have guests. You know, we can't be good podcast hosts
Right.
if we constantly talk over everybody. We constantly don't like, you
Holy
know.
shit, this is a fucking breakthrough.
No,
What? Is that what y'all do?
Well,
is that what
no,
y'all do
no,
on this
That's
podcast?
what he does.
No, I
Oh
don't. I
my
don't do
double
that. Don't
goodness,
listen to
sir.
Jared. He's so full of S, big
This
S.
fucking shit is blue as hell.
Now, well,
Bluey.
have y'all? Okay, so I know y'all don't watch a lot of anime, but I would put y'all on to a few movies that would probably have you enjoy it.
hardcore anime?
Well, not that
No,
hardcore,
no.
sir. What are you trying to do?
I don't know, just blood
But-
and stuff.
So my first pick, if anybody out there knows what I'm talking about, is Ninja Scroll. Anybody know about that one?
I do know. I have seen it. Matter of fact, I'll give you kind of a story of how I ended up watching that. I didn't know about it until after Kill Bill 1. First
Okay,
one.
okay.
Because you know how they had that scene where I forgot the character's name, Lucy Liu's character. You know how they had that scene where she was under the bed and her parents got killed.
Mhm. Yes.
The blood was squirting everywhere.
Yes, I do.
I saw that shit and I was like, yo, this is the most amazing shit I've ever fucking seen. I need more of this. I thought there was some artist out there who was doing that. So
They're out there.
back when I lived in California and it was what was it? I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it was still Kent Mills, but it was a record store, but they also had videos and DVDs and stuff like that. So I went up to the guy. I was like, hey, man, you know anything about animation or anime? He was like, yeah, I know a little. I was like, Kill Bill, that scene in that movie, is there any other style of anime out there like that? And he was like, I mean, the closest thing I can think of is Ninja Scrolls. So I ended up watching Ninja Scrolls. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like that scene. I have never found anything like that.
Well, it's because it was made by Quentin Tarantino, and finding things made by that guy are
Well,
very
what
unique.
I heard, the whole reason, the reason why they had to do that scene in animation is because it would have been too graphic for them to do in live action. Because there's a part in there that's like, ooh,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I've never found anything like that, and I've watched that shit 100 times over. Just bro, this shit, it just, and then it switches to a different style right after. It's like,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy.
Those are like cult classics, man. Those Kill Bill movies, like just
all Tarantino movies are cult classics.
Yeah, and it amazes me how he. Let me ask you: do you think he's ever like really made a bad movie?
I wouldn't say bad.
Let's see.
I wouldn't say bad. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was, I would say, not quite as up to par as some of the other ones. It was good.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that? Oh, you probably didn't see it then. Like, I mean, it had Bruce Lee in it. It had fucking. It was a bunch of people, but it was based on like, was it Manson?
No, I thought it was based upon the murder of that the chick in Hollywood, like back in the 50s.
Yeah,
The Black
Black
Dahlia
Dahlia?
era.
The Black Dog?
yeah, but I think there was a connotation that it was like Manson was a part of it or something.
I've actually never seen the film, believe it or
What
not.
the fuck? Then you can't talk on it.
Well, no, I know, but I was just asking. Like that's why I'm asking a question.
Well, sir.
I don't remember. I just remember there was a group of people, and I'm pretty sure that they were ended up. It was a part of them being connected with Manson.
Okay.
I have to see it again, but yeah, it was wild.
Okay.
It was good. What the fuck?
No, I'm telling you, it's the only one I
Bro,
haven't
you
seen
can't.
of his.
I'm sorry. You are no longer considered a fucking Quentin Tarantino
I
fan.
just haven't seen it. That's all.
That doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute in my Quentin Tarantino loving fan.
I understand
brain.
it. I get that, but I'm telling you, it's
You've
the only.
seen okay. Name all the Quentin Tarantino
There's a lot of
movies
pain here.
you've seen.
Just letting y'all know.
The
You're
Hateful
letting
Eight.
it all
from
Hold on,
Dusk
hold
Till-
on, no.
on.
I'm counting.
Hold on. We'll do from Dusk Till Dawn.
That's not Quentin Tarantino.
It is.
No, that's him and Robert
Robert
Rodriguez.
So, Hateful Eight, both Kill Bills.
All right, slow down.
Hold on. That's three.
Hateful
three.
Eight,
Both Kill
Kill
Bill
Bill
films.
1, Kill Bill 2.
That's three. Obviously, Django.
Okay, Django Unchained,
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
There's another one. Did he? Is it Foxy Brown that he made?
You're talking about not Fox. That is it. Foxy Brown?
I think it's called Foxy Brown.
No, it's Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown. Yeah, that's right. Seen Jackie Brown.
Okay, 6.
There's another one
Foxy
I'm
Brown
missing.
was
Pulp
alright.
Fiction, obviously.
Which one? What is it? Pulp Fiction. Okay, 7.
Fuck. I know I'm missing one. Oh, obviously there's one I haven't seen. There's that one, but that's. Oh fuck! What am I forgetting, man? I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm trying to remember what the. Because he's only done 9.
Okay, so I'm
You're
missing
at 7.
So I'm at 7. I'm missing one. I haven't seen one, so that makes 8. So I'm missing one film that I've seen, and I can't think of what it is.
Fuck.
Y'all lost me. Shoot.
Oh yeah, they're epic, perfect, Inglourious Bastard.
There we go. Yeah, another. Okay, that's an awesome
Wow,
film.
see?
Okay,
So you've seen
I've literally seen all those except
8
for,
of the 9.
Yes.
So you got some homework to do, buddy.
Gosh damn. See? On a Saturday, too.
You got some homework. And matter of fact, I will challenge you to see it by next show,
Yeah, that's fine.
episode 199,
199.
Gosh damn.
I got it.
because 200 is going to be filled with hopefully some other stuff.
Extravaganzas.
Death Proof was another one that was that's a tough one to count. That's what him and Robert Rodriguez also. I mean, they did 2 separate movies apparently, but he doesn't count that in his catalog of the 10 that he wants to do.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, that movie was pretty dope though.
It was all right.
It was cool for what it was.
It was like a 50s / action type.
It reminded me of that movie. Well, I think it's based off that movie Bullet from the 70s, where it's
It's based off a couple movies. You ever see that one with the car that was eating people or chasing people down? I can't remember the name of
There's
that.
a few of those.
Yeah,
It's like
no.
1950. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, I
It's
know
the
that-
50-ish.
yeah. So, and I know it was based off. Well, there was that one.
Christine?
There's Christine. No.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
think
That's
that is.
the
Yeah.
car that would run you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would run you.
Suffocate you inside of it and all
It-
that.
it-
stuff.
That's part of it.
Yeah, it would take you into the seat, then it restore itself.
Yeah.
That's Christine.
Yeah.
There was another one, but I can't remember the name of it. And the driver would kill you with the car. While he's inside, it would blow up and stuff. Then the car would regenerate, and so would he, and they would drive off. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's
Don't remember that one.
I mean, but you got to think of like when it comes to, I guess, scary stuff or things that kind of rattle people. The basic concept back in the day was like slasher, like Michael Myers, mask, knife, and then you think of this crazy, a killer car. You know, back in the day, it's like, oh my god. Nowadays, you talk about something like that, people are gonna be like, oh, that's ridiculous. I think a lot of things are. Well, I think most horror movies are based off jump scares now, and then like if it's like really gory or something like that.
Yeah, I kind of. I just don't. I don't know if there's really anything that scares people like that anymore because we see so much shit. in real
Yeah,
life.
we're kind of desensitized to it. I think a little bit, if I had to be honest with you. Because there's certain
Plus, video games, we're constantly killing like people who look fucking very real.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, I don't like you. Yeah. And then you teabag them, and then you run off. You know.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what
it's,
we're doing.
I don't know either.
gotta-
I don't
you
know
gotta-
either.
sometimes you gotta teabag them.
Yeah. That's what. Okay. Hey, that's what you do.
Hey, man.
This
It's,
fucking guy.
I'm just saying, I didn't make the rules. I just
You
enforced
did.
them.
You did.
Oh, you made the rules. You said it. So those are your rules that you live by.
I mean, there is like an art, and I know Epic will help me out here.
Okay.
Maybe Phobia if he's still present, and if Ali Ice is here at all. But no, they'll just insult me. So no, but there's just an art to teabagging. You know, if you're gonna fucking bag, dude, you better.
That's the in a lot of gaming. That's the ultimate insult.
It is mostly in Halo. I mean, you can do it in other games, but it's
Yeah,
very
dude.
prominent in Halo.
Yes.
So if somebody teabags you, it's on, dude. No.
Guy straight just fucking pulls the fucking bottle and just starts pouring.
What? Oh, sorry.
Look, bro, we're almost 200 in, and he's still doing it.
Well,
We're like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Oh, my
Okay,
double
for our
goodness.
200th episode, somebody is gifting
Oh.
us a minute fridge. All right.
We don't need no fucking fridge. What we need is for you to fucking figure it out, not to fucking pour the shit on camera like a fucking wino. Second, we also need you to stop fucking procrastinating so we can fucking film the shit that we trying to do for these fucking for these little skits that we trying to do for these.
I'll be at
people.
your house on Tuesday or Wednesday this week, sir.
Man,
Ah,
you
yeah.
said that last week.
Yeah, but I was still writing shit out, so
getting all skittish.
I've got
huh?
all sorts of notes in my phone. Don't worry.
You would think that if you're trying to create something with a person, that they would want to also have you involved instead of just like, hey, here's what I got. Let's film. That's not how the fucking shit works.
It'll be great. Trust me. I have a great
Right.
idea. I do. And
You can have all the ideas you want, but like, you have to understand that if I'm filming it or we're filming it, it still has to be to the point where we have the logistics that we need to get it done.
I got you. Don't
Did
worry.
I come on a bad day?
No, it's just he don't understand what producing is, and like as the producer, I need to fucking be able to produce shit.
I just improvise half the time, so I think that's what's really happening.
Thinking of
Yeah,
But-
improvising, that's fine. We're improvising right now.
Yeah.
That's fine. But it don't work like that when you're trying to do other shit like structured.
No,
film
no,
shit.
no. I got you. Don't worry. It's gonna be the best skit of all.
We're gonna have
time.
one skit, y'all. Like for fucking 200, and I wanted at least two. We're gonna have one skit.
One grand skit. The grand pearl.
Well, the one that
Cuba.
I want to do is still officially, or actually, now I'm thinking there's two that I want to actually do, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
Don't worry.
I mean,
You're gonna be a part of the.
We just want something to add to the kind of speciality of, of the show.
The Mad Scientist
to
Lab
kinda-
200th episode extravaganza.
Yeah, to just kind of bump it up a little bit, bring the production to a place where like, oh shit, these motherfuckers really have progressed from episode 1 to 200.
just not being, like drunk on, like
Yeah,
in front of
exactly.
everybody,
Yeah, I guess.
trying to figure it out.
Welcome to the podcast. We do this daily.
Yeah, I pissed on myself again. Does anybody notice?
There's
Oh,
a
I guess
reason.
not.
There's a reason that the Mad Scientist Media logo comes up because this is going to grow into something much bigger than it is.
It's a conglomerate, dude.
Shit, I'm doing comedy, bro. I might want to write a fucking movie and fucking do a movie under this fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if we ever make it to theaters, bro, I'm buying you popcorn.
That's what we do.
Bruh,
Dude, I'm just
Right.
I'm letting
get
you
the
know.
fuck
Okay.
out of here.
Wow.
You can't even get me the script when I need it.
Doesn't matter. If we make it to the big screen in some way, shape, or form, I'm buying you popcorn. The
I like
big
how
bucket.
I like how you're thinking big, but you're not thinking big enough with your steps.
One of the other reasons I'm going away is so I can meditate
Wow.
in the woods of Pittsburgh.
Oh,
That's what. What? Why are you going to the woods?
yeah,
Because-
exactly. Got to be able to back it up.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry at all, man.
Don't worry.
I
Don't
got it.
worry.
You are in the hands of one of the most professional people you'll ever meet, if not ever met.
Sir, I don't know where your hands have been.
Nah.
Huh?
What?
What?
Anyway, so we're going to continue on, folks.
Wait, how do we get off of Ahsoka like that?
Well, I was actually going to get back to that. Believe it or not. I was going to get back to that. Because I know well, I asked him about One Piece, even though it's been apparently on for 40 years, according to him.
That was a waste of an entire podcast.
Wow, thank you.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Appreciate you.
Somebody out there in far, far away land will love to hear about it.
I'm gonna talk about my
Just not this guy.
underwear. No, but I liked the. So, did you watch all the episodes today?
No.
Oh, okay.
I watched them as soon as they came out.
Okay, so I've been doing the same thing. I watched the recent episode last night. I was just like, okay. All right, and I was reading. I guess we were talking about how the viewership for that and Andor was at like 50% below that of Obi-Wan, which I think is kind of understandable. For like premiere episodes and stuff like that.
Andor was kind of.
I liked it.
It's slow.
Different. Yeah, it did have a very slow burn.
It was a slow.
Yeah,
it was a slow one. And
but-
and I think like when people are looking at the ratings and who watched, I said I want to say I care about those folk that watch. Then I'm like, it's for my viewing pleasure, not for theirs.
Yeah,
Well,
no, but
you gotta understand, this is a mixture. Like, people who are viewing at this point, this is a mixture of us, people older than us, and the new Star Wars fans. So for this series to be doing so well is a testament to the creators, which he's been around for a long time. Was it John
Favreau?
No,
Who we doing?
Filoni. Mike
Oh,
Filoni. Well, luckily that was on camera, but yeah. So it's a testament to him. But this is just basically a continuation of, like I was telling you, this is basically a continuation of Rebels.
The Rebels.
For anybody that doesn't know, Star Wars Rebels was an animated series, but that basically is. Ahsoka is basically a continuation of that, but in live action. So.
Yeah, and it is. Yes, it's animated, but it starts.
Story is great.
It starts off cartoonish. It does. Then
They were trying to catch a crowd. I remember when it came on.
Then it changes. It does change. But I say give it a watch. Give it a watch.
you're talking about Rebels.
The animated series. So give it a watch.
And if you already have Disney Plus, you might as well.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. Give it a watch. Hey, try a few episodes. I think there's a guideline somewhere out there on which episodes to watch.
New Rockstars.
New Rockstars has
They have a episode for. Well, they have a
episode
breakdown.
guideline.
Yeah, a breakdown for each season of which episodes you should are must watches. They want you to watch all of them, obviously, because the series is good.
Right.
But they also break it down for people who don't have time. They can only watch this amount and this amount.
And I think if I could
Shout out to New Rockstars. They have no fucking affiliation with this channel,
No.
but I watch them all the time to get caught up on some shit.
And I tell you, if that was the same way I could give the audience episode by episode what to watch to follow other stories, I would if I had time. But I don't. So enjoy what you can. Do that.
All right. Well, no, I was gonna say because I've only seen a handful of the Rebels episodes. I haven't watched the
same
series.
here.
Yeah, series as a whole. But with the most recent episode of the series, I didn't really see the ending part, the plot twist coming, so to speak. So I was just like, that's really cool. I like this. I knew they had to do something. I didn't know what it was. And if I remember correctly, before the show even came out, there were rumors of this character making an appearance.
Wait a minute. So you watched the last episode?
Yeah.
And you didn't finish the last episode?
I did finish the
I'm
last
trying
episode.
to figure it.
What did
You said you didn't see the plot twist coming.
Yeah. Or I wouldn't call it a plot twist, or I should say a cameo, possibly.
I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. You don't have to say it. There's got to be a clue you can give me that.
I think
so. At the end of the episode,
the most recent episode.
where the
switch happened.
where the character ends up at.
Oh
Yeah, and-
Where
but
Ahsoka
again,
ends
you
up
don't
at.
know anything about Rebels. That's why.
Yeah, well, that and then a certain Force Ghost appears.
Oh, that
Yeah,
ca-
yeah,
okay.
You gotta get.
Okay,
This,
so
this is the Force.
again, You gotta watch. If you know Rebels a little bit, let me switch this. If you know Rebels a little bit, you'll kind of understand that. Like I said, New Rockstars will break it down for you.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, you kind of need. I'm not gonna send it to you because you won't remember to watch it anyway. But if you watch those 4 episodes, it will tell you exactly what happened and why we're here and this, that, the other thing. And then to go with those, you can also watch the breakdowns that they have. They do Easter eggs after every episode of the show.
Right.
They'll break that down also, and they'll connect it from that to something in Rebels. That way you understand what's going on more.
I mean, we have New Rock Stars, and we also have Screen Crush. They do,
Screen Crush, yeah.
They
Screen
did both.
Crush.
They probably do the same thing.
I think the only reason I don't really watch Screen Crush is because they're so quick with it. Like I feel like they may miss something, so I wait till New Rockstars does their thing, and then they come up with.
Because I enjoy the Easter eggs because I'll go back and watch the episode and like, hey, you know what? I missed that. Gosh damn it! Then I'll find it somewhere else and I'll go and do that. Like watch the episode.
Then you go into a deep dive, actual deep, which the reason they came up with the whole new channel called Deep Dive. But
diving in deep.
That's the one I was telling you about where you could have watched the Indiana Jones breakdown of like, all that shit. It's crazy some of the shit they come up with.
See, why you say nothing? You got to dive deep in these dammits.
Yeah, dive deep in the dammits.
I don't think he knows about that.
I don't know anything. I'm just a guy that lives with my mom, dude. It's like, and I live in the upstairs part. All right, not in the basement.
That's right.
I got
the basement where the action is, buddy.
I got a.
Well, it used to be, but I don't have a door. Put it this way: if I had a door down here, I'd definitely be down here. But I don't have a door.
I know how that is.
Yeah, so I just there's
Okay, we don't need to know about your sad story.
I can't.
Deep river. So,
you know what? I looked that up recently because I kept wondering why this motherfucker kept saying this shit, and he thought it was from Chevy Chase saying it.
Well, he's not the original person to say it. That's what
exactly. It's from a fucking song.
Yeah,
it's actually it might be like a slave hymn or some shit.
Nah, I hope not.
No, it was definitely not. Hold on, I can find it right now.
You know, you've been singing that song, and I just looked it up, and it's fucking racist.
Oh, you mother.
No, when I looked it up, bro, I was like,
see, these are the casts I can't be on, dude, sir, because.
No, I only do that because
Mr. Pizza Man. I don't know how I can do this.
So I was going to say that.
Yeah, it's an African American spiritual.
So what I was going to say,
I'll even pull it up. So Chevy Chase, I know you're getting it from him.
Yeah, but
yeah.
So if anybody out there, and I would like to think the older crowd has seen National Lampoon's Vacation when they're driving through St. Louis.
Gotcha.
Over the Mississippi.
Let's give this man his due right now.
Yeah. So,
Deep River is an anonymous African American spiritual popularized by Henry Burleigh in 1916, collection Jubilee Songs of the USA. Just want to put that out there. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, so...
And I'll go back to regular cameras. That's all.
No, but yeah, so there's a scene in the movie where he was like, "What is that, Dad?" And he was like, "That's the Mississippi, Russ, the old miss."
I remember.
Old man. Yeah.
I remember the scene.
Yeah. And then he just starts singing it, and I always get a kick out of that part of the movie. I don't know why. It's not anything overly hilarious. I don't think it's meant to be hilarious, but I always get a kick out of it.
I mean, I get it. Chevy Chase did it. Everybody probably thought that he came up with it. But when I don't remember where I heard the like where it actually came from, and I was like, "Is this true?" And I had to look it up, and I was like, "Is that what this motherfucker's been singing this whole fucking time?"
Yeah, I'm telling you. And
well,
I don't know what that part of the movie, and I love the whole film. Just it always sticks out in my mind, and it's always just in the back of my head, dude. For some reason,
I mean, like the question is with a lot of content back then versus content now, we kind of don't skate on any edges or go over.
Yeah.
We just try to keep it so we won't get like
what, canceled?
We won't get canceled.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to make a joke of things and trying to bring the light to something. But people cancel you just because your mustache is off or it could be pornish. I'm like, gosh damn,
Yeah,
I
dude.
just shaved just a little different this morning.
Yeah.
Gosh damn it. But I mean, you like that's but even now, I still go back within like 80s comedy and things like that. I'm like, why are you watching it? Because it was funny.
Yeah,
I
it's
liked
funny.
it. It's funny to me. Like I was telling like when they talk about cult classics, when they say that, I said, what about was it Trauma? It's a Tromaville one. It's the Toxic Avenger, and the Toxic Avenger is low budget as hell. It's a cult classic, but the gore and the comedy in it is over the top, and it's really bad. But it's really bad. But it's really funny. It makes me laugh. And even now to this day, I know where the jokes are coming from, how bad stuff goes, and I go, gosh damn, it's still funny to me. But half the stuff is over the top, and like no kidding, you couldn't do that today. You couldn't do it. No. But I still enjoy the movie, and you can find it if you're looking for it. Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger. All right,
Hey,
folks,
look.
what is
think
your
I've seen it.
favorite cult classic? Is there a film that we should see or that you would recommend to the mass audience that we
You
have
be
here?
asking these questions every week, and motherfuckers don't answer. So stop asking these motherfuckers questions.
I'm gonna ask until we get an answer from somebody, even if they're in Cuba. All right,
Gosh
It's
damn.
it'll happen.
I mean, wherever you at, please answer this man. So, give him something. Give him.
It'll
give
make
him,
us happy.
Give him something. Well,
I'm happy. I'm sad because I'm fat, and I'm fat because I'm sad. Or what was it? I'm fat because I'm unhappy. Fat bastard from
yeah,
Austin
Fat
Powers,
Bastard from
Austin
Austin
Powers.
Powers.
who is also played by Michael Myers. By
Michael
the way.
Myers. He
Where'd
tried
that
to
come- where
he-
Michael Myers come from?
he tried to do the same thing as Eddie Murphy from the Clumps.
Yeah.
When he tried to play
Didn't
every
Eddie
character.
Murphy do that after?
I think
No,
Eddie Murphy came first.
I think the Nutty
Then-
Professor
Nutty
came out like
Professor
a
first.
year before.
First of all, Nutty Professor was a remake of an old
Oh,
movie,
Yeah, well, that's
older
true.
movie. Yes, I remember that.
which had nothing to do with what that motherfucker did.
No, not at all.
Just
That
had
was
this-
Martin, not Martin Short, Steve Martin.
Steve.
Was Steve Martin in the first?
Nutty Professor, yes.
Yes.
No, it wasn't Steve Martin.
Who was it?
It was who was the guy that always does the
I don't think it's
Jerry.
Steve.
You're
It was
thinking about
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry
Jerry
Lewis?
Lewis.
Yeah, I think you're right. Here, let's pull it up. The original.
Was
no,
it Jerry Lewis?
Jerry
I
Lewis.
think Cheeto's right.
I think I got a win today.
Yeah, you
God
got-
damn.
You got a big old W.
Oh my double goodness.
Oh my double goodness. Yeah, there we go. And
There
for
he
those
go-
listening,
there he goes, slapping his ass again.
That's what I'm
Slap
doing. That's what I'm
look
doing.
at those cheeks jiggle.
That's what I do.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm just trying to be descriptive. It helps. It helps. It
helps for the
visualize-
listeners.
Yeah. It
Oh yeah,
visualizes.
Mars Attacks is a good one. That's
Mars Attacks is good.
No,
Days of-
Mars Attacks is actually.
Days of
funny.
Confused is also a very good one.
that's another good one.
No matter how old they get,
Well, everybody's gonna.
they stay the same.
I would talk
age.
about my cult classics, but I've already talked about them before. So
Yeah, we know. We don't want to hear it again. What we're looking at?
we were looking up the original Nutty Professor,
Nutty
which we
Professor.
believe was
I
played
think
by
it was.
Jerry
It was
Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
What?
I will say with the Nutty Professor, I didn't like. I mean, I love Eddie Murphy, but he's also made some like questionable, like that Pluto Nash movie and Norbit, and like that. Just those family friendly movies.
So I mean,
I like Doctor Doolittle a little bit.
Well,
I
he did that because he had kids.
Had
And
kids.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just
Jerry
It
Lewis.
was a safe way to go to still do comedy and make a lot of money. 1963.
gosh damn.
damn. That's
Jerry Lewis. Yeah, you're right.
How do I remember that shit? But
Well,
yes.
I don't know why I thought Steve Martin, but yeah. Actually, let me pull the pictures up for the youngins out there.
yeah. So well, Cheeto, to your credit,
I
I
appreciate
think you
my credit.
remembered because
I wasn't talking about you.
What?
But there was no. But I think back in this era,
And I'm not gonna lie, not to cut you off. I'm sorry. I've
again.
seen this movie, and it's fucking way better than the Eddie Murphy.
It is. It has a lot of. That's a lot of.
And that's a tough thing to say for people who were like, "Oh, I saw Nutty Professor and Eddie Murphy did." Like, bro, this shit. This was actually a Nutty Professor. This is semi where the mad scientist in me comes from. It's this guy.
Now I remember. Well, I think this Nutty Professor, if I'm not mistaken, they made. I want to say they made something similar that made about the same thing, and
Oh, here we go. Here's the answer.
I want to say maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
thinking of a
no, it's
different
only this one and the
movie.
Oh, I guess they're gonna do it again.
Is there something about a remake
It
on
says to be untitled reboot to be announced. James Vanderbilt, William Sherrick, and Paul Nimstein. I don't know who those are.
Well,
James Vanderbilt sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's
what was the
probably from
one
France.
with with the goo that you put on, like
And you bounce.
you bounce?
That's
It's
it.
Flubber.
This is it.
Flubber.
Oh no, I thought it was.
It was Flubber.
The one
It was
with-
called Flubber.
It was called Flubber. It's
it was
this.
It was called Flubber, but
It's this.
this. Then Eddie Murphy did something different. He turned it to where it wasn't about Flubber.
Bro, that's what we're talking about.
We are, but what I'm saying is, like, Flubber and this were together. Then Eddie Murphy did something totally different.
Yeah, it was
and
him,
called it the same thing.
for him. It was he drank it.
Chicken.
He drank it.
You drank it. That's what we do.
He drank it.
Drank
He drank it.
He
That's
dranked it.
And then that's how he turned into this other alter ego.
Right.
But
He didn't do. Did he?
this was Flubber.
This
Yes.
was Flubber.
This was where
Yeah.
he started floating in the air. He would
Yes.
bounce and all that. Yeah, that's
Bouncing
from
them.
this original Nutty Professor. Yes.
Sometimes you got to bounce in them, damn it.
Yeah.
He would put. I think he put it on his shoes.
Yes.
Yeah. That was Flubber. That was for the Jerry Lewis version.
Dude,
of
that
Nutty
would that
Professor.
would be kind of something dope to have. Just
You
to
should
fuck
look
around.
it up. It's a good movie. You'll be like, oh shit, this is better than. And I'm gonna say it's completely better, but
Some original content.
Yeah.
It's hard to, like, some people recreate it and make it good, and some people just fall real short.
I won't say that Eddie Murphy fell short on it.
No, I'm not gonna say he fell short, but
I just
to
think
call it the same thing,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it doesn't have the same.
they were trying to reboot it, like they're trying to reboot it again.
But it was rebooted.
yeah, through Eddie Murphy,
Not Nutty Professor was rebooted by Flubber.
bro. No, Flubber was from the original movie. That's what the thing that he made was Flubber. It was a green goo
Uh-huh.
that he would float or he would put it on his shoes and he would bounce. Eddie Murphy didn't do that in The Nutty Professor. He made a thing where he changed to be cool. And maybe they called it Flubber or whatever.
Well,
No.
There's that movie
I
Flubber
thought
with
Nutty,
Robin
I
Williams.
thought the original Nutty Professor, he made a goo.
He did. It was called Flubber.
Right. So I'm saying Flubber, the movie,
Let me look this up.
Flubber, the movie with
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams,
R.I.P.
was the remake of the Nutty Professor. The remake that made Flubber, he elevated Flubber to a character.
Let's see. So Jared's got the cast of Flubber up.
This
currently.
is actually on Disney Plus too, so we might have to.
Ooh.
Wait, is the original Nutty Professor on there though? I missed that.
You had it
No,
up
I
there.
didn't see. Well, actually, I can see the watch movie.
You know.
No,
on the
I see it
Disney-
for this one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for the other one that I was just talking about.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
didn't
so
notice.
then this remake was off of. Hold on, let me go to this other screen. This was basically based off of the Jerry Lewis version.
Right.
So it was the same premise. I guess I forgot about this one.
Right. So the same premise, but they named it different.
Yeah, no,
They
okay.
titled it different.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Because
Okay.
if we go back to Nutty Professor, this says 97 for Flubber, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we go back and then see, that's why. Because in 1996, the Nutty Professor came out.
I knew it came out a year before.
Wait, oh no, there's a whole different. Yeah, that's well, those are the producers. I'm tripping. Yeah, okay, so we were looking at the wrong thing for
Okay.
lead actors. So producers is Brian Glazer, Russell Simmons. So yeah, that was the Eddie Murphy remake of the Jerry Lewis one. So because it came out a year before, they had to change the Robin Williams one to Flubber. It's probably essentially the same movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
took-
probably didn't use the name Nutty Professor
they
because it was
spun-
taken
They had
here.
they,
Yeah.
they
it was already
spun-
taken.
Yeah.
They spun the way the formula, what it did. They spun the way what the formula did.
No, that's
to
not what
the
I'm saying.
character.
I think what happened was they had to change the Flubber version had to change the name because they had already taken it the year before. They had already taken the Nutty Professor before.
Got you.
So yeah, and they probably were trying to get the Eddie Murphy version out faster because they knew that other one was
Being made.
potentially coming.
Being
So they were
made.
like, "Hey, well,
There were two
Yeah.
two versions being made at
Yeah.
the same time.
yeah," and one just got ahead of the other one.
Dude, we just like connected so many dots right now,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like we're in the war room, dude, with the map on the table.
That's,
and
This is
Jared,
the- it's
you know
not
what?
the- you know what? It's
That's
not the
a-
war room. It's the mad scientist
that's-
lab, baby.
this is
That's-
so yeah. So
hey.
we've got like it out on our Mad Scientist Lab tapestry over here that you guys can't see.
I'm gonna get some. So if
Yeah, it's a nice tapestry.
Yeah,
I can't wait for everybody
Lines
to see it.
and crosses.
but are
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are we singing the song? Connect the dots.
No, we're
La,
not
la,
singing.
la,
This is
la.
not a musical, bitch.
The Mad Scientist musical. There we go.
No, we're not doing no
So that's a-
fucking
that's
music.
Here's a beaker.
That's a Pee Wee Herman reference. so
Yeah.
Oh
just
yeah,
letting you know.
rest in peace to him
Yeah,
too.
rest
by
in
the way.
peace.
Rest in
dude.
peace.
There was, and I'm not trying to. Actually, I'm not even gonna bring it up. So we're gonna move on. What I was gonna say, what I was talking to, or what before you came over, Cheeto. Jared is obviously a big fan of the RP and GTA Online and Red Dead Redemption 2. I recently, this past week, decided to reinstall Grand Theft Auto 5 and play it for the first time in about 10 years. Okay.
And
whole
I just want to
decade.
say, hold on. I just want to say that this motherfucker here and fucking Al Peppers or whatever the fuck his fucking name is now. I don't give a fuck.
You gotta say it like
These
that.
motherfuckers decided to play online without even inviting me, and now they just don't play the game anymore. Or now he's in story mode.
Whoa, hold on. So hear me out. So this is what I wanted to bring it up. That's messed up. I'm glad you came over, Cheeto. I really am.
Fix my camera again.
That's cold blooded, sir. That's how you do your friends.
This shit
That's
is
what we do.
fucking
What
loose.
about your friends? That's a song. I think it's that TLC.
What about your friends?
That's
It
what we do.
is a real catchy tune. I won't lie.
That's
But
what we're doing.
anyway, so I downloaded the most recent version of Grand Theft Auto 5 GTA Online.
The
that
most
it's called.
recent one is 10 years old, so like it's not that hard.
Well, it's spanned across 3 console generations, so it's
Oh, it's spanned way across that.
and so I have the most recent version of the game installed.
Okay, that's what's up.
Now, granted, when the game came out 10 years ago,
You keep naming your shit wrong. It's not L.A. Heist.
what?
When you're playing it, it's not GTA L.A. Heist. It's GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is when you should be titled, or like the game you're playing when you play it.
I mean, I don't change the name of anything that I'm playing.
Oh, well, you don't know how to use Twitch then.
Damn.
All I put is like just like.
Did I come
story
on the
mode or
wrong
something.
night? I gotta know, man.
Hey, Cheeto here. I'm glad you're
I
here.
appreciate
Cheers,
you.
man.
I treat me good.
There, come on, Jared. Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
See,
All right, that's-
see, this is why.
So
This is why,
anyway,
sir.
what I was gonna say is that, so I've downloaded this game. I haven't played it since its 2013 release, maybe early 2014. A lot has changed since I have last played this game, especially when it comes to the online components. They have added a vast majority of things that I never played when it originally released. One of them being the heist missions.
Huh?
Whoa,
Wait a minute. Heist missions?
No, the
Isn't that-
heist was in the GTA
They were not.
5.
They were not when the game originally launched. They were not a part of the
GTA
online.
5, not online. No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
that's
the
it.
actual game. that
Yeah, the
was-
story mode, yeah, of course. But I'm talking about online, like
Yeah, of
the
course
heist.
it wouldn't be. They weren't online. Didn't even exist right away.
Yeah, they launched it 2 weeks after the game came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Heist came out maybe 2 years after the game originally launched. So a lot has happened online, right? And Rockstar, if you are familiar with their multiplayer setups, their menu system and all that, it was kind of a lot for me to take in at first. I was like, okay, like I'm starting over again. Now I can pick a type of persona to portray, whether I want to be a nightclub owner.
First of all, I didn't even get that choice, by the way.
Really?
No, they just
They
made
don't
me
like
create.
you.
They made me create a character. I still got $2 million some dollars, and I didn't even finish. I didn't even do anything because I was like fucking here by myself, and these motherfuckers didn't show up again.
That sounds lonely.
Yeah, pretty much. So then I was like, "Fuck
He
it,
cried.
I'm gonna find a fucking RP server where there's actually people on there, and just keep going."
So I have and Al Peppers or Ali Ice, as we like to say. We have been kind of tinkering with some of these schematics to see how this stuff really works, the best way to level up, the best way for us to get guns and money, which are obviously heists. So here, I would say very shortly, because we haven't really touched online much in the last couple of days, because we want to knock our campaign stuff out. That way we can focus on our heist grinds and all that other stuff.
What's the campaign got to do with? You know how to play the game.
Oh, I know. It's just for us to knock out our single player achievements. That's really what it is.
God, bro. Kill me with that achievement shit.
That's a part of it. And the game is free. The game is free on Game Pass. But I forgot how great this game is. Really.
Well, I was watching you for a brief second today, and I was like, bro, I did that fucking months ago.
What?
Like,
You know
can we
what?
get to the real shit now?
Well, I
he
mean, I'm
has
replaying
to.
it for the first time in 10 years, so I'm enjoying it.
You know what? You know what? You got
And
got
it's kind of crazy. There's always a lot of social dialogue in these games, like about current events, or at least when the game's released.
Okay.
It is kind of nuts how accurate this game is still with certain things that are going on in this country. And the game is 10 years old.
say what?
So-
well, there's supposed to be. I heard that Joe Rogan is probably going to be on one of the radio stations.
That's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah,
That's
so-
crazy.
I mean, it's just like listening to a podcast. I mean, even if you listen to any of the radio shows or talk shows on the one from 10 years ago, it's just like they're carrying on the conversation. I remember when the original one, not the original, I think it was 3, when it came out on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And they were talking, and you would hear them saying stuff on the radio, and it's like, yo, it was kind of real-ish sounding.
I mean, it's 2001 when the game came
Really?
out.
No, I get it, but even back then, I was saying it sounded kind of real, but it was still satirical. Satire.
Satire, okay.
Satire. Let's go
I was
with
trying to say satirical as
In terms of
as the
satire.
correct usage of the word.
Satirical.
But it wasn't so deep. Like this one is like way deeper. It's like it actually gets into like real world issues, but still is satirical in a way. So it's kind of like surreal. I'm using a lot of big words right now. Not big words, but not normal words
that we are accustomed to here on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. No, but I just thought it was, and I would say I'm a
it just
third.
makes sense.
I would say I'm a third of the way through the campaign, at least the story missions. But I just forgot how excellent the dialogue is, the writing, and it just some of the things that they were saying, and just a little, the NPCs walking around the street, the radio stations, like you said, just some of the stuff they talk about, and it's like, damn, this is happening right now still. And I credit Rockstar for always being so aware of things. And I think that's why those games resonate
let's
so
not
well.
suck Rockstar's dick.
Well, I'm not. I'm happy. I downloaded it. I'm having a great time with it. And
So let's put.
What are we
it this way.
doing? What are we doing again?
Nothing. We're not.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna tell you right now. By the time y'all are ready for doing online shit, I'm gonna be on a fucking RP server.
Well, you know what?
it's only gonna take us.
You know what?
Say
You know what,
sir?
sir?
No, hold on.
Nah,
Let me finish.
son.
No,
I'll let you go ahead. Do your thing.
let me finish. Because I'm ready to play. Y'all know I watch fucking other streamers that do RP pretty much all fucking day. Like I may switch between one streamer to another. I have my favorites that I stay with. If they're not on, I'll try to find somebody else. But I'm like, bro, I want to fucking play. Like all the streamers that I normally watch have been trying out a new server because the streamer manager company that manages some of the bigger names in the RP world kind of took them, well, not just the RP world, but in the gaming industry, is one of the Loaded is one of the biggest management. What the fuck?
That ain't me.
Just call this. Bro, every time.
This is what we doing.
I told
That's
you
what
to
we doing.
disconnect
It
that.
does.
That's what-
I
that's
do
what we do.
disconnect it every time.
On
It
the
just-
live.
Not
On the
disconnect the
liveness,
Bluetooth,
baby.
You gotta
That's what we do.
disconnect it from the machine entirely.
I do. There's
There's no fucking way. Anyway, god damn, where was I at? I don't remember where I was at now.
No, you were basically saying
That's not me, Londa. That's fucking RJ's Tinder day calling him.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Do you guys get dates?
No. I'm telling.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Gosh damn.
Bro, you fucking.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I know you didn't do it on purpose, but now I'm gone.
And you know what's crazy? My phone is on vibrate too.
See, I was.
So
I
I
was
don't
just,
even know how that.
I was just gonna stay home and cook macaroni and cheese.
Dude, what
I
kind of
don't know.
macaroni were you gonna make?
Just regular macaroni.
I
and
mean,
cheese.
well, like, do you have like?
Y'all not gonna get me off of this fucking RP shit.
Let's go. Because
No.
once you done with the RP, I'm going fighting. Because once my one game comes out,
He's got too much.
MK when
He's got
the
too much in his thing.
when the
No,
M-
you're not doing that. Get your little girly ass cup off the table or put it over there because it's blocking the camera.
Oh, you blocking the camera ass. But once MK1 comes out,
Okay.
and we
bro,
get
we're-
fantastic.
No, let me finish my shit.
Ooh,
We can get to that
Ooh.
when we get to it.
ooh.
Okay. So anyway, there's a new server that all these people, these big streamers are on, and I'm watching the shit, and everybody's starting. There was a wipe of the whole server. They took the server over. There's a wipe of the whole server. So all these big name people who were on No Pixel, who were big gangs, who were like the scariest gang, biggest gang in the city, are now just like everybody else.
Small time crooks.
Everybody's small time crooks. They're doing house robberies. They're trying to get up to bank jobs. They're doing car boosting, trying to rank up and all this other shit. So it's cool to see everybody on the same playing field trying to become the biggest thing in the city again. And I'm like, fuck, man, I just need to at least get on some server because I was gonna fill out the application for them for the same one they were on. I still may do it, but I was like, bro, I don't want to fucking do it because with the Red Dead role play, there was a public server. I didn't really have to. I just had to find my spot.
Yeah, you don't
and I didn't have to fill out an application to get on. But
you don't talk about that much anymore.
because I'm switching to GTA.
Okay.
Because to be honest, Red Dead RP is kind of slow because you gotta take a horse or a carriage to get somewhere, and it takes a long time. And yeah, you're RPing like don't. If you don't have a group to roll with,
Gosh damn.
which I don't have a group to roll with, I'm doing everything by myself. So I'm going around panning for gold and then trying to find, especially when I was on a new server, I'm trying to find places to sell this gold, and nobody's like, well, 2 weeks from now, we'll be ready. I'm like,
2 weeks,
bro, I need money now. I don't have a gun, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about 2 weeks from now?
Jared over there slapping people to pick
So
up their
I'm
money.
switching up to GTA.
Okay.
Hold on, let me finish.
No, it's just-
I'm switching up. I'm switching up to GTA.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna apply for Prodigy, but I'm applying for Echo RP right now. That's another server. I'm applying for Echo. The 20 question thing, and they want you to do. What would you do in this scenario? What's your backstory for your character, and this, that, and the other thing? So I had to come up with a backstory for that shit. So if I get into that, I can kind of grind away a little bit on that, and then I can try to probably get into some of the bigger servers just because I have a bigger background of RP that I can kind of live off of.
Okay.
But So yeah, Ronan Jackson lives, but here's the story now
These stories.
of the GTA guy.
Yeah.
So Ronan Jackson is a guy who basically lives somewhere else in the United States. He's 32, 33 years old.
Okay.
He's the grandson of Philip Ronan Jackson. Philip, quotation mark,
Yeah.
Ronan Jackson. Philip Ronan Jackson got his name back in the day from the Old West, the early 1900s. He was a bounty. Well, no, I think I made him an outlaw. He's an outlaw from the early 1900s. So now all those stories being passed down, even though Ronan is a very smart dude, he's a science and technology guy. He understands all this shit. He's still a street dude. He got hung up for accidentally stealing the car, and at 16 he did some time in juvie, and he's still trying to make his way because he's smart, but he's still a street dude. So
Well, you got Jared the offer.
Ronan Jackson still lives.
Ronan
He's just
Jackson lives.
He's Ronan Jackson the third now.
Yeah. All right. So the life and times of Ronan Jackson. I like this. I like this. Jared's like an author over here, dude. We're doing. Oh, I'm gonna get like a picture of you doing the whole author thing on the park bench. All right, with the whole fist under your chin and everything, with the one knee up.
That's a Detroit.
Yeah, that's a Detroit.
It's part of role play. It's like actually one of the questions is like, what is your experience in D&D, LARPing? I forgot what the other ones.
LARP?
No. Well, here's what I use because I don't have LARPing and I have some RP experience.
Okay.
I was like, I did middle school and high school. I did theater productions, as well as I do stand-up comedy once a week, if not more than once a week.
There's no hate here.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm just telling you what I'm just telling you what I'm telling these. I'm just telling you what I'm putting in my application, so they're just fucking like, oh, he has performing experience and he can make it. The whole thing is just, can you role play? Can you
be character?
Be a character, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a character all the time.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Well, sir, wait a minute. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I mean, it could be a good character. It could be a bad character. I don't know.
You treat me bad. You treat me bad. You treat me real bad. But no. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. But it's like
This is the way.
this is the way. Trying to find the medium between reality and not reality is it. I think nowadays it's like shit. You can do them both, and no one would like doubt you for either. Like
what do you mean do them both? What does that mean?
So to skate between reality and non-reality, like you want to be a character and you're yourself. You can almost be both nowadays.
Well, yeah,
and no one would question like exactly the divide, because it's like, oh, this is you. Now you're a character 100%. I was just like,
but that's because everybody plays a character
all the time.
The time.
It feels like, we can all be characters 100% all the time. And then at home, we like, now I can just go to sleep and be myself. But I'm like, damn, I don't want to perform. I want to be in performance mode 100% of the time.
Well, no, definitely not. Even with comedians, like, we're definitely not in performance mode 100% of the time. We're in performance mode that little amount of time we're on stage,
right?
And when we get off, we might perform a little with the meet and greet, like
a little bit.
Yeah, but mostly it's after that we're ourselves. Like,
hence why I'm
actually that actually made me think of something.
What are we talking about?
With Jared saying, the performance, like when you're on stage for that little bit of time, and then the meet and greet, okay, which I think is obviously a very popular thing in all forms of entertainment. Now, let me ask you, Jared, and the reason I brought it up, it just something kind of clicked in my head. If that time ever did come where we got big enough or off of the show or comedy or whatever it is, and we were able to host meet and greets to a degree, would you, I guess, as a person in charge, would you like charge people ridiculous amounts for a photo and like an autograph or something like that?
I wouldn't say ridiculous amounts. So I put it this way: even doing just open mics right now, after the show is over, people still they want to give you dap. They want to say, "Oh, good job." So that's a meet and greet. I'm not charging for that.
Yeah,
but if I happen to come along and I'm doing a show and I happen to have some T-shirts and some hats or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, or some koozies or whatever.
Yeah,
because I used to carry them shits with me.
Koozies?
Like, they could be like
no koozie reason.
We could just be talking, and I'm like, yeah, man, if you want to help support, blah blah blah, you could either I have a podcast that I do, so I'm not charging absorbent amounts, but I'm putting it out there like, hey, if you want to support what I'm doing and you want more of what I'm doing, this is how you can do it.
Yeah.
Like, and one way you can do that is by subscribing right now, or commenting, or liking, or sharing, because the sharing and liking is free. Subscribing is a little more. That costs money. Or
you can share them, damn it.
if you're not subscribed, you can watch some fucking ads and just watch some ads, or just fucking, I don't know, donate down here.
And the reason I asked that is because I wouldn't even say recently, but just in recent times, I know that a lot. I guess I don't know.
Go ahead.
We get a lot of celebrities that come through the DMV area for shows at certain venues.
Okay.
The reason I asked this is because I do remember Chris Brown came to DC several months back, and he was doing meet and greets with fans.
You consider him a star?
Yeah, I'm just using this as an example, and I've got no beef with Chris Brown at all.
I don't either.
He was charging $1,000 for a photo.
Okay.
Okay.
So
it's Chris Brown, bro.
I get that.
May I real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So you can calculate your time as what you get per minute per hour for an 8-hour shift. Calculate that. Put it into a medium as a signature or a photo, and to meet a certain expectation you're trying to do. Some people over exaggerate what they're gonna meet as a whole night.
Yeah.
Per their power of a starness. And I don't see that in some artists, because you have to be a top rated
and I understand all
full
that
said
stuff.
crowd wherever you go. If you can't meet those numbers, you can't pull that amount.
First of all, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no shit. Like, I'm not gonna. Like, if we do get to somewhere, I'm not gonna be like, yo, fucking $1,000 for a picture of me and RJ signed. Like that. That's ridiculous. Yeah. But hold on, Chris Brown can charge that.
Can he though?
Chris Brown is as much as you may hate him for.
What's he saying?
I'm just saying. Let me fucking finish. As much as anybody, or I'm not saying you. Okay, I retract that. Okay. As much as anyone may hate him for what he did, he is still worth a shitload of fucking money, which means he can garner that type of fucking money.
Okay.
And I bet you motherfuckers paid it.
Yeah. So they did. And so I'm not knocking it by any means, but I thought, as a fan of anything, whether I'll just use wrestling as a brief example. Okay. Our buddy Sean, who does meet and greets.
He's not here.
I know.
Keep going.
I know. I'm just saying.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He does the same thing, on a yearly basis for big events, and I don't think he pays a fraction of that amount. But I just think if you're that popular, and obviously if you are worth that amount of money, you can justify it. But don't you think, just that's a little much? $1,000, man. I
don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
So you're telling me if fucking Beyonce did a meet and greet for $3,000 for a picture, motherfuckers wouldn't pay it?
No, I'm not saying people wouldn't pay it.
They would. I'm saying, I'm sure that 100% they would pay it. But if you had to say, hey, I took this photo, she signed my CD, and you can sell it for the same amount, you would be like, hey, it was worth, or you sell it for more, it was worth me
more
doing
likely
it once.
It would get sold for more.
It would be worth what you did for one amount.
So I think what's happening is maybe I'm thinking from the seller or the marketer point of view, and I think you may be there too, but I think you're thinking from a consumer point of view. Like, is it worth it for me as a person to pay $1,000 for a Chris Brown picture?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
I ain't thinking like that, bro. I'm thinking about how much fucking money I'm going to make as an artist. I don't go. Let me rephrase this before I say it. Bro, if you
sir,
I swear to
sir,
God,
this is what we're doing? This is what we're doing right now?
disconnect that shit.
Gosh damn, sir.
Oh, okay.
Break them
Let me
shits
get to these comments before
break them
I
shits
fucking
in half. Go ahead.
my mind right now. So let's see. So Londa asked, "Do I have some open mic?" I think you asked me this before, or stand up stuff you can watch. Not at the moment. Like I said, I'm still working some stuff out. I'm going to Austin in October which I don't know if anybody on here watches knows about Kill Tony. I'm gonna sign up for Kill Tony. If I get on Kill Tony, hopefully I do good. So I'm kind of working my shit out, and I don't want it to be out on the internet before I do the jokes. But if I get called up there, your boy gonna get seen by millions of people. If I do good, that's great. If I do bad, it is what it is. You gotta look up Kill Tony to understand what I'm talking. I don't feel like explaining the whole thing. Basically, a bunch of people sign up. They get their name pulled out of a bucket. You get 60 seconds to prove or to kill the audience. And then you do an interview afterwards with Tony Hinchcliffe and whoever. It could be whatever the comedian that they have up there that week. I think they do 2 comedians now. So it could be like fucking Joe Rogan or fucking who was on there last week. Or it could be Brian Simpson if anybody, or it could be Tom Segura.
Yeah.
You never know. So whoever is up there. But the key is to get called up and then smash your minute and then smash your interview. That just helps get you boosted. It's like America's Got Talent, but much more raw. And then you'll get roasted because Tony Hinchcliffe is famous. He's a famous roast battle or roast comedian.
Yeah.
And he roasts motherfuckers, especially if you do bad. He'll get your ass. So
Nothing like a proper roast.
it's one of the it's maybe one of the biggest challenges of my comedic career if I even get called up. But the whole point of us going down there is we're gonna try to hit a bunch of open mics down there because Austin, Texas is a big comedy town now. Like, so you got the big 3 at this point. You got Austin, you got LA, and you got New York. And in January, I'll be in San Diego for work, so I'm going to try to hit a couple of spots out there, too. Hopefully, I can get to the La Jolla Comedy Store. That would be fire.
There's a lot of big things happening here in the next several weeks and months.
Slowly
moving on
moving.
the Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
Yeah, Epic went once. He came. He said he loved it.
Shout out to Epic again.
No, live. No, it wasn't live. Well, he was here, Londa. He came down. He comes down every so often.
He will actually be back in November.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
be on the
Oh,
show.
shoot.
Yeah. So he'll be down here hanging out with us, and hopefully we can get him on the show when he comes.
Hey,
And then him, and Jared are collectively going to get in a car and drive to Pittsburgh. Jared doesn't know this yet, but he's going.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. So anyway,
I don't.
regardless of anything
Okay.
that we can ask questions later. Don't
Well,
worry.
sir, you have a trip ahead of you. That's
You
weird.
do. Just pack a bag.
That's crazy.
Bring a book bag. It
Gosh
looks cool.
damn.
Makes you look like you're one of those kids on campus.
You already got scheduled damn trips. I need that in my life.
Well, I will say that.
Bro, I'm trying to make this shit happen. So
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
There is no doubt in my mind, my magnificent mind, that this is not going to work.
Ooh.
That this isn't not going to work, is what I'm
Oh
saying.
God, I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
Yeah, I was just like,
I know.
Yeah. I just,
you know what? And I will say this about RJ.
Mm.
There's been times where I've lost hope, and he never did.
yeah, why? For what?
And I think we're starting to finally see the
Fruits of
the
our
work-
labor.
Well, I didn't want to use that cliche.
I know,
the,
but
the work that we put in, starting to kind of move somewhere.
yeah.
It's still a fucking slow grind, but
It's a
ain't nobody else doing this shit.
it's
I
a-
mean, there's other people doing it, but not where we're at. We're starting from the bottom for real.
You know
what
what?
I'm saying?
You know what? I say it like this: different perspective, different points, character, the way we do it, the way you guys do it. It's a breath of fresh air for someone out there. You can't think you're gonna provide the same content because there's creators out there that provide the same reactions, the same
Ooh, I wanna talk
clues and the same Easter eggs. But you look at them, you watch, you listen to what they're gonna do. It's gonna be slightly different. You may have the same. You're looking at the same movie, trying the same, but you know what? It's still different. The reactions, your personalities, even the clashes, the arguments, it's gonna be different. Somebody enjoys what is going on here. Hence why you keep doing it. If you nobody enjoys your ass, I don't think y'all would keep doing this. Am I wrong?
I don't think.
Am I wrong?
I don't think it's.
Can
so
I get
much,
an amen?
I don't
Oh
think-
my double goodness!
To be honest, I was actually thinking about this the other day. I don't think it's so much that, yeah, and we want to make sure that we're paying attention to the audience and what the audience wants.
That's what we do. That's what you do.
But at the same time, we do it because we like doing it. Like, I look forward to doing this shit every fucking week. Don't do the slap. Oh, he's doing the fucking ass slap.
Watch
again.
those
That's what we
cheeks jiggle,
do. Hey,
folks.
that's all these cheeks, huh?
And I know RJ looks forward to doing it every week. I know it was a battle trying to get RJ to be consistent in the beginning, but now it's like, I know I can do that. This is kind of fucked up for me, dude. I know I can wait certain weeks and like, not, I shouldn't be giving you my secrets, but I will wait for a certain amount of time. And if I don't hear shit from him, then I'm like, what's happening here? So I thought you were going to be like, I'm going to the game tomorrow. We're not doing the show. I was like,
I almost, just because I'm literally going to attempt to go to bed right after the show's over. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm just going to pass out somehow.
Right.
I actually almost wanted to do it yesterday, but I wasn't sure if we were going to have a guest. I didn't want to kind of derail the track
no,
we're on.
I mean, I think you had, in sliding, had told me that you were going to go, and I was like, if you want to, we can do it Friday, but I know how you get, when you get off, you don't want to do shit half the time, so it's like...
Well, recently, and that's for various reasons. But then I realized I didn't know until Thursday, like late Thursday, what time we were leaving and all this stuff. So it's like, well, it's a little short-winded. I can make it happen. It's not a big deal. I will get some sleep. But regardless, I'm so excited about my trip tomorrow. But no, man, like I was kind of dragging a little behind today
Which
because
means I need the description tonight.
that's fine. That's fine. And I'm also going to be sitting in a car for 5 hours.
Oh, yeah,
tomorrow on the way.
you can do it,
So
too.
I mean, honestly, it'll probably be one of the first things I do just to wake my ass up. But I get a kick out of doing this. It's a lot of fun. And just like Jared says, because even my mom says sometimes, she's like, hey, do you guys ever want to take a break and like go do something on a Saturday night? I was like, yeah, we could do that. But then I hear Jared's voice in the back of my head, consistency.
Don't blame it on me.
I'm not blaming it on you, but no. I'm not even doing
The
that
traction that we've gained in the last few months from just being consistent. Remember, because the last time we took a week off,
Right.
shit just
Well,
fucking plummeted.
so there is like, okay, we all watch something we want to watch.
Yeah.
Via YouTube, via Disney Channel, Disney Plus.
Okay, I know where you're going with
via,
this.
via
From the
any-
audience perspective.
via anything, whatever streaming service we enjoy, we want consistency.
Yeah.
And when we don't get it,
Yeah, we're not happy.
we get a little frowny face.
Mhm.
First, it's get a little frowny. We're like, oh, hey, I'm here. Then we get an angry face.
Yeah.
Then we get the exploding of the head face, like, oh, motherfuckers, better bring me my. So that's the thing. It's like consistency works 100% of the time.
Yeah. And
Even though you wanna, it's like, man, I don't feel it.
Yeah.
People ain't feeling it. You're not getting the responses you want. But as long as you keep going, people like, hey, you remember this? You know about this? Hey, you heard about this? They'll keep coming. Because iconic voices.
Yep.
Iconic statements. You guys been doing this for how long? How long? Sir. Really?
Since like 2017.
Gosh
maybe
damn it.
16, something
Gosh
like that.
damn it.
Yeah.
Y'all been
What-
getting
what-
y'all-
what, 2 years off at some point just because some bullshit, but whatever.
y'all been
being
get-
an adult.
y'all been
Yeah.
y'all been treating people good.
Yeah. No. I mean,
Have y'all not been giving them content to make them absorb and enjoy who y'all are?
Yeah.
Who you are.
yeah. No. I mean, and that's
Right.
the goal, the point, and I
Mike Tyson said it best. He said that basically to be successful, you got to do the things that make you. I fucked it up. You got to do the things that make you uncomfortable even when you don't want to do them.
It sounds like what you're saying is on the gaming perspective is you have to grind to achieve your goal.
Yeah, for him.
Yeah.
You want
And-
achievements? You want
and
achievements, motherfucker?
because-
This is going to be a rare
So
one, too.
on a
It's a
game
legendary one.
on a
Yeah.
gamer / anything that I know to achieve the ultimate treasure, the weapon, the armor, the status that you need, you gotta grind. And once you got it, hey, you snap your finger, people die instantly. Or people like want to be around you instantly. That's what I know. And in real life, you're like, hey, I'm always out here. You're always gonna see me. I want you to enjoy. Tell me what you feel. Hey, I'll take your criticism. Punch me in the gut. But you know what? I'm gonna make it happen for you.
Yeah.
I'll make
And-
it happen for you.
And the goal is to
100%.
again, with consistency, I even told my mom that
That's what we do. For
we were talking about Fantasia earlier. So
Okay.
this is my like Mozart thing.
That's
It's we're getting obviously very close to our 200th episode, which is a big deal for even if it's not a big deal for people watching or listening, and it should be. It's a super big deal for me and Jared. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean, 200 episodes of fucking anything is remarkable.
Yeah.
and
um,
with you guys doing what you always do, and appreciating your viewers and subscribers, they're also a part
Oh, yeah.
of what you do.
Yeah,
Look,
no.
And
Every
letting y'all
time- that's
letting
why
y'all know
that's-
out there.
That actually, and I'm gonna be real with the listeners or the viewers. There was something I don't want. I'm not gonna put them out there. Sean was saying some shit. He was like, "You don't always have to listen to what they say." I was like, actually, we do because they're a part of this just
They're-
as much as you're sitting in that chair is a part of it."
Because it's the content, and we're like, let's say we're all sitting in the room. Some of us speak more, some of us speak less. Some of us listen and we tune in, but we're all trying to be a part of a group that we can enjoy each other on this Saturday evening. And we're
Or
like,
Monday
or Monday. That's
when the video comes out.
Shit.
Also, the audio comes out wherever you listen to your podcast. If you want to listen to it on Spotify,
Right.
Pandora, where else is there?
Gosh,
Stitcher's gone, by the way. If anybody knows, I got an email from Stitcher the other day. They're gone.
Whoa.
But they're joining with their sister company Pandora, so we're already there.
Right,
We
right.
have Amazon Music. We're also on there for the audio, and then YouTube for the video on Monday.
Yeah,
Hey.
there we go.
Also, if you're in town, which probably most of you aren't, but if you're listening or watching and you're still listening and watching, this Tuesday at Shooters, we having another open mic night. We're a couple of the comedians, we're going to try to get together a night where we all sit together for like an hour or two and just write jokes and kind of bounce things off of each other. So hopefully we can get everybody up to a level that people just want to come out just because they want to see comedy. But after a certain point, when it's just like actually when we're all fucking funny, I don't say that. That's kind of rude. When we're all good at telling jokes, then there's gonna be a point where somebody's got to get charged. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna do shows, and y'all gonna have to pay for this fucking funny.
But it's a joy. It's a lot of fun.
That's only
and,
on iTunes, Epic.
And if you are local, or even if you're not, and you can somehow manage to find your way down into the Mad Scientist Lab to hang out with us for an evening, you're always welcome to. We are a very, I would say, pretty open-minded group of guys for
And
the
I
most
promise
part.
you, RJ won't talk about his butt for at least 2 hours.
Yeah, I've been good today. I've been good today.
Yeah, he hasn't,
Whoa,
not
sir.
one mention until I said
Not today. Not today. We've been talking about Cheetos cheeks.
What? No, sir. No, sir. We
Yeah,
no, what?
Cheetos cheeks.
Wow, no. We
Established.
We're gonna have to edit this shit out.
Or copyrighted in the year you were born, sir.
Who are you?
I don't know. But we definitely have a lot of fun doing it, and we thank you guys for being a part of it. And we hope to have something really special for you guys here in the next few weeks.
Yeah, if RJ can get that shit to me so we can start fucking planning this shit.
Don't worry, I'm a mad scientist myself, folks.
He is something.
Nah, I'm a mad
That-
scientist
I
myself.
will give you that. I will
Alright,
give you
I'm a
that.
mad scientist myself.
That's another great mad scientist, by the way.
And he's probably one of the greatest mad
Dr.
scientists.
Emmett Brown.
Yeah, a hero to us all. Really, and we're all probably here because of that man, Michael J. Fox.
Your presumption is correct, nigga.
And with that being said, folks, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 198. Damn, 198 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Live podcast. You can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all the good stuff. No longer Stitcher, according to Jared. And if you want to wake up Monday morning, you got the coal in your eye, your coffee's slow being brewed, listen to us. Entertain your week. Start your week off the right way with the Mad Scientist Live.
Eureka.
Yeah, I was trying to just keep going.
Eureka. So
Eureka. But there we go. There we go.
I found it. Perfect mad scientist fucking. I need to
Gosh
have that.
damn it.
Eureka.
Eureka. There you go. But we will see you guys next week live here every Saturday night around 6 p.m.-ish, live on Twitch.
That's the name of the episode. Eureka.
Eureka. And I will give you guys a little breakdown of my
Not
trip up to
Eureka,
Pittsburgh.
but
So, and we
Can't use that one.
No,
YouTube will be like, "Meh, don't think so, buddy.
You're not allowed. So
Don't
until
think you're gonna do that."
So until
Here,
next
look,
week.
hold on,
folks,
my bad.
Yeah.
YouTube, fix your fucking shit, man. Y'all are being too extra with your bullshit.
You're
Anyway,
bullshit.
But
You're
that's
bullshit.
But that's what they love.
That's what they love. So, Cheeto, thank you for coming over and always being an excellent guest and just giving your input on whatever
I do
it
what
is.
I can.
And the next time you come over, we're talking about your macaroni. Okay, I'm serious.
And not your cheeks.
And nacho cheese.
Spicy hot
Appreciate you
Cheetos.
guys for that.
We can get into it. But until next week, folks, we will see you then. As always, please like, share, comment, subscribe,
Yes.
and be safe.
Hey.
Go Steelers.
Peace, bitch.
Whoa, sir, now.
I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
The merit scientist lab.